Alright, and welcome to Let's Play Stardrive 2 with Stellar Pachyderm, and I'm booting up the game right now. I'm just doing a quick little preview video, basically, of what I'm going to be doing for the next run with the new expansion that came out. So I'm pretty excited for it. It'll be a first look on my part, as well as a challenge run, basically. I'm going to be redoing the ever lovely and ever loved little maniacal green terrorists. So it should be fun. And I have no idea what to expect. All I saw was the preview, and I'm pretty excited for it. It looks pretty good. Yeah. You get my first look ideas and thoughts about the game while I play it, and possibly get wrecked. Who knows? We'll see. Alright. Loading 100%. Campaign? Oh, wait, what's this? DLC enabled. Sector 0. Here we go. Alright, campaign. Customize. I don't know why, but I made a bunch of different custom races, and they never saved. Like, I don't know, I must have been doing it wrong. So now I gotta figure out what I did for the first run. I'm not gonna look back at it, I'm just gonna guess. Looking over these ideas, they look to be the same point values as before. Literally Tree Hugger, we must have that one. You know, they don't make good fighters because they're hippies. Let's see. I feel like I'm supposed to have this one. Well, we gotta have photosynthesis. That's a given. We're not gonna be anyone's friends, because we gotta get rid of everyone in the galaxy who's not in the way of the green. We must convert the galaxy to the way of green. And... 2 points to use. Might as well, right? Spiritual! Must become one with the way of green. Alright. Literally green. Where are we? There we are. Alright. Continue! Alright, we are going to set this on brutal. And... wow. Up to 200 from 70 to 200. So we'll go ahead and set it to 100. 100? 100! Alright, set it at 100. Classic, normal. I kind of want to set it at medium or long. It'd definitely make... I think the longer you set this slider here, the game link slider, the further along to the right you go, the more important each decision you make becomes. Because you're not going to be making... or should I say, you're not going to be creating any split-second leaps past technologies. Unless it's very low-tech and you have a very large empire. Pardon me, my throat. Alright. I think I'll go ahead and put this on medium as well. We'll give that a shot. Try this out. Looks good to me. And here we go. The Polyp Symbiosis. Must convert the galaxy to the way of the green. Remember, this is the Literally Green reboot, basically. And as such, we are going to use... As such, we are going to be using large amounts of laser and energy weapons. We're not going to be using anything that requires ordnance. We're not going to be using nuclear power of any type. We're only going to be using what's the word I want here? Photosynthesis, the solar panels, solar panel armor, if possible. If that becomes impractical in the late game, I'll think about it, and we might make some concessions for high-end power plants, because they may or may not create pollutants. Alright, so sectors. Hexagonal sectors. To explore a sector, you must move a ship into it. It is then revealed along with any special characters of the sector. Note that ships equipped with sensors can see more than one sector away. So that's actually really cool. I like that. Sectors can be owned by only one empire at a time. To claim a sector, you can influence it into your empire with nearby colonies and stations, or you can fortify the sector by building a space station there. Space stations are built with construction ships, and you have a wide array of options for expanding these stations. Many sectors have resources that can only be exploited through the use of space stations. That seems pretty cool. Space combat will now occur between all valid combatants in a sector. If you or the enemy have more than one fleet, then everyone will be in the fight. Watch out, because some sectors will have no effects that could affect the outcome of combat. You'll also notice a new and improved auto-combat screen for those battles that you'd rather just have the computer resolve. I will also be interested in testing and seeing how accurate the auto-resolve feature is compared to what I could get out of a battle in fighting. Like, how close they compare. Same for ground combat. Oh, ground combat got completely changed, so we don't have the ground combat screens anymore, which means hopefully we won't have tons of really loud combat on the ground. If anyone here has watched my previous episodes, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. The overpoweringly loud background sounds that I just couldn't change with my audio settings anywhere. Okay. So, this is going to mean that the pick I took to ground combat is actually going to affect me. Because with the old combat system, it wouldn't have mattered. The 15 HP off wouldn't have mattered. New ways to win and lose. We can achieve a technological victory, and so can your opponents. New technologies. Smooth the curve into late game. Okay. I'll give you my thoughts on the progression of the tech curve. Alright. New quests and events. Alright. Alright, Zero, I'll take you up on this, just like I did with the first one. Alright, so let's zoom out real quick, get a feel for where we are. We're at almost the exact galactic center. If you look here on our map, this is the galactic center right here. Right there. That's the exact center of the map. So we're really close to the center of the map, which is both good and bad. It's good because it allows us to expand in all directions and to pick who we fight. It's bad because we'll be exposed to everybody. So, here we are, the Polyp symbiosis. We must convert the galaxy to the way of the green. Our starting system looks deliciously amazing. Oh my word. Wow. This is crazy. I have a second medium Terran that's rich. Wow. You know what that means? That's what that means. Alright, so we start with an exploration frigate. And I'm guessing we have sensors on here. Order all stop, order blockade. Nice. I like that. I like that. I like the concept of that. I don't know how well it works yet, but I love the concept of that. Everything else looks pretty much the same. Nice breakdown when you hover over it. I like that. I think that was in the original one as well. I've actually been away from Stardrive for a couple of months due to school and everything else. Victory screen. That's pretty cool. 1,000 turns remaining. I wonder if with the 1,000 turn remaining cap, if it'd be even possible if you and your enemies are very evenly balanced to even get like a technological victory in that time span. If you put the slider to maximum for tech costs and the smallest possible galactic size. Oh man, be funny to try. So we got extermination, which is what I always did before. We have score victory, highest score at the end of the game. Ascension victory, ascend to a higher plane of consciousness of some type. And expansion victory, own and fortify every sector with a special resource in the galaxy. Interesting. There's 31 in the galaxy apparently. And we start the game with a score of 54. Everyone else is much lower than that. I wonder what influences the score. Everyone has one colony, and we're all the same here. Alright, interesting. Cool deal. I like the idea of sectors. I'm noticing with 100 systems, like, the distribution between how far away these systems are is much larger than it was in the original Stardrive 2. Original Stardrive 2, like, everything would be like here. I would say like a normal map on original Stardrive would be about this big, left to right. Maybe a little bit closer. Because the systems were really close together. Like they would be these two planets, the outermost orbits in both systems would be like here and here, so they'd be a little bit closer together and more densely packed than with the sectors, it looks like. This spacing is definitely reminding me a lot of Mu 1 and how the stars are distributed in Mu 1. Looks cool. I can't wait to play this with you guys. I'm planning on doing some episodes tomorrow, and we'll see how many I get done tomorrow and how many I get done on Sunday. And we'll do some more probably on Monday evening. Monday morning I have to go see a counselor for starting my bachelor's up in the fall. So, won't get anything done in the morning on Monday. But real life stuff. So, alright, choose research. Let's look at the research real quick. Alright, automated rubber bays. So titanium armor is way down here with battleships. Plasteel is right up here. Solar armor, we still have this right here. So it's looking like all these are the exact same as before. Class 1 shields are same distance down. Gauze cans are the same distance down. I really think these should have been further down. I don't know why they're so cheap. They are ridiculously powerful for how cheap they are. Same with mass drivers. Like, I don't know. Maybe these weapons down here have gotten massively buffed to be much stronger. I don't know yet. Planetary shield is with the canopy shields. I can't see a situation where I'd pick planetary shield over canopy. Canopy shields are just too good. Ascension catalyst. And a future tech. Alright. That's definitely a new one, and that's a new one. This is new. That's pretty cool. There's definitely a lot of new stuff in here. There's a lot of new stuff here in socioeconomics. That's cool. Socioeconomics is no longer like basically a forgotten tech field that is not really needed for anything. I like that. I also like the fact that Terraformer is so expensive. That I really like. That's a good thing. It should be very difficult and time consuming to get the tech to do a very expensive and time consuming terraforming of a planet to whatever your race considers normal. So here in the energy field, everything looks pretty much the same. Targeting computer, I don't think was in physics before. I remember that was over here in plasmatics. No. Was it? No. Yeah? No. That looks wrong. I don't know. Maybe not. I can't remember. It's been too long. Everything else looks good. So, like always, we are going to start off with a automated rover bay. Because you just can't say no to production first. It's a 4x base strategy. It means you got to get your industrial base up as fast as possible in order to be competitive. More true on the brutal setting than on any other setting. I was doing some testing with brutal times 2 and brutal times 4, and it seemed like the best way to go in brutal times 2 and times 4 is to go for extreme tech advantage. So you have to basically focus your race on teching, and tech as quickly as possible for key techs in original Stardrive 2. I don't know about this one, though. I have to do a lot of testing, a lot of gameplay. So, let's see here. Let's look at our ship design. So our ship design is, well, like it brought through our old ships. So that's the Explorer. Has a sensor array. Increases strategic sensor range to 1 sector. You only need 1. So stacking these doesn't do anything. Stacking does nothing. Damage bonus, CB reduction, and sensor range. Sensor range. I wonder if that means in strategic combat sensor range rather than tactical sensor range, because this is handling tactical sensor range. Okay. This is all basically the same. Here we got our strategic resources, so that's pretty awesome. I'm gonna set up my first turn real quick. And yeah, it's probably good. Yeah, that looks good from that perspective. And politics looks the same. That's that. Alright. Then our tutorial board. Okay. So, looks like we're good to start the game on our next start. Looks like that's part of the background, but that is not. And of course these aren't part of the background either. So, be fun to explore the new sectors, I think. Definitely has potential. Alright, so I've been Stellar Pachyderm. See you guys next time on the Literally Green reboot with Sector 0, Stardrive 2. See you then.